What's up? What's up? It's your boy Yalee, aka that Ohio boy. I'm here with that boy TP, Cincinnati, the 937 to the 513.
Huh.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man, it's nice to have someone out with, just quite frankly the numbers that you have.
Thanks, man.
You know that there's a lot of people out there that, just have shows for the sake of having shows, but I feel like you're actually out there doing something, and I'm glad to be able to give you this platform.
Nah, man, I'm blessed to have any opportunity that I got. You feel me? I come from nothing. I'm independent. I do everything on my own. So I turn a bone into a 5-course dinner. So you see what I'm saying? We're gonna make the best of this. Shit, I walked in, we did the photo shoot. That was lit too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about you not really having, a photo team. So that's definitely something we're gonna have to link up to for sure.
Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, definitely stay tuned for the incoming content for sure. Now, one of the biggest things that I've done, over the last few days since your album has come out is really, do a bit of an album review. That's basically what we're doing here. Just gonna run through your album, talk about, each song and how that has applied to your life and, moving forward. Two of the main themes that I really saw was that you're not the only one. That there's a lot of people that are, whether or not they're in bad environments or in bad relationships, that, there are also other people, that may be worse off. So,
Exactly.
That I think you kept on chiming in about you're the only one. Like, where does that come from?
Yeah,
You're not the only one.
That comes from track. I think it's number 7. I think it's called Fake Smiles. But basically, what I'm saying is we all got secrets. That we are hiding, that we don't want the world to know, or our family doesn't even know. And I lost 3 fans that committed suicide within the last probably 5 months, and being bullied, and 10-year-old black kid, 13-year-old white girl, 17-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like you're not the only one going through what you're going through. Be strong. Because the other person is going through it needs to see you make it through it so they can make it through it.
Absolutely. And I think, another part of that is, putting smart people around you. Like Gary Vee was talking about, in the interlude, is that, you're only going to be as good as you're going to be depending on, who's around you.
Exactly. Nah, that's true, man, because they're going to watch you. They're going to see you. They won't help you hustle. They rather watch you struggle. Keep pushing, yeah. And being an artist, I had to write about that because people rather watch you struggle than to be like, hey, man, I got something for you over here that'll help you get closer to the next level or to the next level.
Yeah.
And it won't even hurt them. They just rather watch you sit back and struggle. So
yeah.
I think that's track number 6. That's called No Windows on the album. Yep.
Track number 7 is Windows, I believe.
Oh, so
yeah. When you were talking about dreaming, pushing, believing, and then to start, we can go in the beginning. Number 1,
hate for real.
Hate for real. They pretend that they like me,
and I act like I believe them.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big believer in truth and honesty.
Yeah, man. They pretend like they like me. I act like I believe them. At the end of the day, I don't got time for errors. So a lot of people that, that can, like I said, that can help you, they pretend like they like you. So I ain't about to be.
Yeah, how have you experienced that? Like, whether or not it's fans or different people, approaching you?
Oh, fans all the time. They'll be in your DM. Oh, we love you. I love this. I love that. I love this. And then next week it's dissing you. Then it's like, damn, you was in my DMs begging me to come or meet up with you, or you wanted it, but now, or you wanted a picture, but now now you hating. So a lot of shit just don't add up. But I be realizing a lot of people are miserable.
Yeah, and that brings you into the song number 2, Generation Wi-Fi.
Man, song number 2, I had to put my mom on it. That's my mother on the song with me. So basically what I'm talking about is it's called Mother Sorrows. And at the end of the day, she, we just 95% of rappers get killed in their own city, which is kind of scary, And X, Nipsey, and a lot more other artists. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to touch on Kings killing Kings. Satan is winning. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like,
look what happened to up in Dane.
yeah,
It's trouble.
yeah, man, it's sad, man. So at the end of the day, that's that, and then that follows up to "I Miss You," track number 3. It's just like if you lost somebody, I feel like a lot of us lost somebody, and we felt like God didn't take them away from us. The world did it. So I had to touch on that topic too, because somebody that I love real close was taken away from me. And then what song after "I Miss You"? Oh, Superwoman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me talking to myself, but when I got done writing it, I'm like, oh, this could be for everybody. So I just made sure that made it to the album. It's just saying, I'm just giving myself like a pep talk in the mirror. Like,
Yeah.
don't, just cause she a girl don't mean my favorite color is pink. Don't try to get into her pants before you spend a half a band, cause she got her shit together and you don't. I understand. That's common. You know, a dude see a pretty girl got her shit together and he come fuck it up. So I had to write about that too.
Yeah, be her friend before you pretend to be her man.
Yep.
Yep. And, when I thought of that, I mean, we got to sell it to, Warner Brothers for Superwoman or whatever. That's what I was saying. I was like, that's why that was my favorite. That's where my brain just went. That was like
business. That's dope.
Yeah, that's where my mind went. Because they could put that on the soundtrack tomorrow. Another one, which was the whole reason why you're here in the first place, Too Rich Benji with
Clickbait.
Clickbait. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's a banger. Yeah. There's a lot of bangers on here, man.
Yeah, just because I dress like this don't make me no hoe. So
Yeah.
let's, all right, so you clickbait then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was all hype. Like, for the rest of these, I wrote like a half a paragraph, but for all the bangers, I just wrote banger. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. Shout out to Too Rich Benji. I met him at the Maccabee. I just saw him perform, and I was like, damn, man, you need to be in a video.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
and his personality is dope too.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and that's what I read with you too. Because it's like the music can be good, but if someone's personality's dry as hell, it's like, what can you really do with that?
Word up. So I saw Too Rich Benji perform, and I was like, you know what? I want to hear his music. And then when I heard his music, I said, damn, he need to be heard more than what he being heard. So let's do something together. And then when we got it done, I'm like, this need to be on the album. So I made sure that it was only supposed to be 8 songs on the album.
Are you guys working on anything else?
Maybe in the future, but we ain't spoke on that yet.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to freestyle on some Lee Tensei, on Da Vinci stuff, but maybe the next time you're back.
Yeah.
On the College Beats album that you're working on.
Yeah.
The playlist. That was actually something I wanted to talk to you about, because that's a part of what I want to do is, instead of developing an album or, developing an EP, rather develop a playlist where it would be 3 to 4 features per song, just straight bangers. DJ TP, DJ Toilet Paper,
whatever we want
to call it.
DJ Toilet Paper.
Kind of the
that'd be tough though.
Little Dickie of DJs.
Hey, shit! Don't talk about it. Be about it. Let's
exactly.
Get
That's
it.
what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. I got to get the right, guys in the room. So then we move on to the, obviously Gary V. Like, how has Gary V affected your life?
He's just what do you call it when you already doing something and then you see somebody else preach about it and it's like, all right, so I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
That's where he made me feel.
Connection. Yeah,
that's where he made me feel, because he'd say he the hardest, nobody won't outwork him. But that's how I've been thinking since I moved to the East Coast by myself at 19. So you will not outwork me, and plan B is not an option. Like when I told you I've done everything by myself without a team, damn near, that's what I really done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and you're awake when I'm awake. That's a big a big thing when, like, I'm done editing at like 4 or 5 in the morning and we're still chopping it up.
Yeah, because I be writing and then you might hit me and then I'm like, oh, I ain't know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in Ohio go to bed at motherfucking 12.
Yeah, I'm a late nighter.
So
yeah.
I go to bed at probably 6, 7 a.m. and my body keep waking up. It's bad. I keep waking up at like 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I wake up at 9. I woke up at 9. I went to bed at probably like 4 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, we're grinding, man. It's like, those are the moments that we're gonna cherish, because it's the grind that is the best part of it.
Embrace the struggle. I always say embrace the struggle. People run away from the struggle. I love the grind.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And I think the next one is Windows that we already covered a little bit.
No, Windows comes from I was living out of my car for 6 months. Then I had to live in a trap house. Then I had to live in a room with no windows. So I lived in a room with no windows, and I'm kind of telling that story. So I realized I had to be my own superhero. I had to save myself because wasn't nobody gonna save me. That's why I say this cold world is a bitch. Complaining never got me shit. Like, that's real talk. You feel what I'm saying? So, because they going to watch you. They going to see you. They want to help you hustle. They rather watch you struggle. Keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And on to the 8th song, Fake Smiles. I deal with this a lot, because, being in media, everybody kind of wants that limelight, but nobody really wants, the business behind it.
Right.
And I think that our generation is a hobbyist generation. That nobody's really doing this, 150%. It's kind of like, oh, I want to, post on Facebook that I'm an artist, or, hey, I've got a show this weekend when, only 15, 20 people are going to show up.
Right.
That it's like, what's the purpose of that?
Right.
And maybe at least in Cincinnati, the leadership aspect, in the organization. And I think that, with dreaming, with believing in yourself, you have to have that organizational structure in order to put yourself in a position.
Nah, you right. What you saying is A1.
Yeah.
So the fake smiles is basically saying we all go. It's a mix between we all go through stuff and we never shared it with nobody, and then on top of that, we smile when we don't really feel like smiling, but won't nobody know because your fake smile is so perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because what you need, you keep curving.
Yeah, this hits. This hits. Because it's like I'm a comedic kind of guy, but it's like, it's hard. It's definitely hard, being a one-man band, the same type of shit that you're dealing with.
Right.
Where you gotta put out that image. So I think that's a lot of people that can identify with that.
Yeah.
That's really important.
That song getting a lot of DMs about that song.
Yeah.
Fake smiles. Yep.
Getting to know people genuinely. And then number 9, quite a banger. Relate. Bottom from the top.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another banger.
Mama, what you doing? Wipe them tears from your face. Daddy, why'd you do that? Why'd you get locked away? Grandma fighting cancer for the second fucking time. And my other grandma pop a pill just to stay alive. You don't understand what it do to your mental. Living out a room with no motherfucking windows. Sleeping in a whip. How the hell did this start? Now it's time to go to sleep. Where the fuck do I park? That verse right there is powerful to me.
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of things going on, like injuries for the pro baseball player.
Yeah, my brother. Yup.
That's miscarriages.
My sister had a daughter at a real young age, and I felt like I fucked up as a big brother. And then my other brother had a miscarriage. His baby didn't make it, and then my brother was supposed to go pro in baseball, and then he got hurt. Once you get hurt, then they look at you like you're a liability. So my brother supposed to go pro, then my nigga got hurt. That's some real shit right there.
Yeah. It's even hard to talk about.
Man.
So song 10, You Should Know. Self-esteem, natural beauty, being yourself.
Your body makes you sexy, your face makes you pretty, your mind makes you beautiful. Ladies, do you hear me? That one came from like a lot of all age type females can relate to that, because when a couple dudes do them dirty and then you come along and treat them right, they trying to figure out what's wrong with you. They
apply their past experiences to you.
Yeah, they do that too.
Yeah,
they do that too. And then their self-esteem is so low. It's like, why do you want me? So they got a guard up. So that one is just like, I want you to know you're naturally beautiful. So on top of I feel like women have it the hardest on earth, because on top of the dudes having a bad reputation, they gotta watch TV that's telling them they not pretty enough and looking at magazines. So that's why I say don't believe what you see on TV and the magazines, because I don't watch TV. I don't even listen to the radio. I don't smoke. I don't drink. So,
Yeah, and that's another thing that we wanted to touch on a little bit, because we've both had the opportunity to hang out with Post and his background with not smoking bud. And what's your experience with that? Like, why don't you smoke and drink?
I watched my pastor get murdered in front of me in church when I was little, like 7 or 8. I promised myself I'd never do a drug. I did that. I don't know if that was even the reason, but I just saw when I kept looking at the news, it was the drug, this, that. So I'm like, man, I ain't never doing that. Which really had nothing with doing.
It's the people that you surround yourself with. That if you're doing drugs, guess what? The people that are dealing you the drugs are the people that you're going to be surrounding yourself with.
No, you're right.
It's back to the Gary Vee thing.
Yep.
That what kind of people are you surrounding yourself with?
Yep. Nah, you're right. So I promised myself I never touch a drug in my life, and I haven't. I never been drunk. I never tried a drug in my life. So that's just something that
No, that's very admirable, and I think that a lot of promoters, and that's just such a relief. Because I deal with people all the time, company owners, where the beginning of the night they're real nice, but then by the end of the night you're dealing with some drama. That's like, I don't even want to be in these bars anymore.
Word.
So it's like. Now, what experience have you had, with other artists like trying to peer pressure you? Like, that's what came to my mind.
I went to no offense, but I went to an all-white high school, and they had a whole bunch of different kind of drugs then.
Designer shit.
Yeah, just different, and I made it through there. You can make it anywhere. Now I'm being honest. The parents was doing drugs with the kids at the party, and I'm like, whoa. But it was just different. But I made it through that. So being an artist is easier than that, because I'm just who I am. Like,
and you're probably giving a lot of people, like, kind of, they can relax. Like, they don't have to, like, put that front out
you don't
where they have to be, like,
you don't
crazy
gotta be
lit.
Smoking, coughing out your lungs, looking dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? People just...
Well, and a lot of people don't understand, too, is that smoke actually hurts the microphone's internal stuff as well. That actually can break, because, like, inside of microphones, there's glass. So that can tear stuff down.
Word up, nah.
At least what I've been heard. I'm not some scientist.
I ain't know. Shit, I just know.
And then Fenty Nova Fenty Nova.
That's Rihanna's makeup line, which is Fenty Beauty.
Yeah, another banger.
And
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, and Fashion Nova, the Fashion Nova clothing brand. So I put Fenty Nova together, and then as I was thinking about writing a verse, I'm like, nah, I'm about to make this just 100% chick club banger.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stay on the hook. So I just went and got Justina Valentine from Wildin' Out. Shout out to sis with the, she the white girl, red hair on Wildin' Out. And then shout out to Candy K from Toronto. She dope too. So I reached out to both of them, and they
very strong female vocals for sure.
Yeah, they both went in. They both went in on that record. So a lot of that was just giving something back to the females, like a little anthem for them.
Don't be shaking anything unless you're making something.
Girl, why don't you shake some? I'll forget what I said. Don't be shaking nothing. If you ain't making nothing, she rock that Fenty Beauty. If she a cutie, bend that fashion over. Show that booty. Yeah. Just smile a little. Niggas gonna be fake. Bitches gonna hate. Yeah. Just wow a little. Never give a fuck what they gonna say. All right, yeah.
Yeah. And don't care about what people say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just wow a little.
Yeah.
If a dude can get out here and wow a little and not be called no name, then a girl should be able to get out here. Go ahead, twerk a little. Don't nobody care.
Yep. Yep. But, and that brings us to song number 12, which is another banger.
Fort G.
There you go.
So, Fort G is basically like, the album is 1v1, You versus the World. 1v1 is a mix between two different type of scenarios. It was just like I was running up on a lot of meeting my fans, and I played football and basketball. So everybody wanted to 1v1 me. So at the end of the day, it's just me at a high school with 200 kids, and it's like 16 kids in line one on 1v1. And I'm a human. So everybody was saying 1v1 this, 1v1 that. But so I felt like it was me versus the world. So then I took that and flipped it into how can I make this something a part of my album where everybody can relate. So it's you versus the world. So my album is all about like truth and what people go through, some trials and tribulations. So, and every kid that I met was always asked me what's my screen name for Fort G or Fortnite. So I'm like, I don't play the video game. So then I started seeing like little posts of Fort G and PUBG and Fortnite, and it was a bunch of shooting and killing, and they just all hyped up. They talking trash to each other. So I'm like, hold up. So that's where Fort G came in. It's like, hold up, man, y'all playing this video game, but my city like that for real, cause all the shit I done witnessed and seen. And the song, we were about to try to take it off the album because of the mass shooting that happened in Dayton, because I didn't want people to, but I
Connect it. Yeah.
did try. But I'm like, you know what? It was already uploaded. It's real. That has nothing to do with that. But RIP to the people that lost their loved ones in the mass shooting in the Oregon district. But at the end of the day, Fort G came from like another real place, because I done watched 3 people get murdered in front of me. I done got shot at before. I done been through some real shit, and I knew my little bro King Shad up in Columbus. They tell me Columbus is rough too. I don't be there that much, but it's in Ohio, so I'm pretty sure they had no reason to lie. So I told Shad to hop on it, and then he told his reason why he felt like his city was PUBG and Fortnite, and then so that's where that came about. But I didn't want to do it in like a sad, mean way. I wanted to do it more like a turn up video game type vibe.
Yeah,
way.
Man, it was definitely a banger. You've got multiple bangers. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 bangers, right? At least from what I've counted.
Thanks, bro.
Right. I'm talking about like that's rare, because I feel like a lot of it's methodical and we've got to be stuck in the 90s, and it's like, hey, let's do this shit.
Yeah, man.
That it's like the only way that anything's gonna get hot is off of a banger.
Exactly. I agree. That's why I say in the intro, this album is versatile. You don't gotta pick. Straight up, I'm swerving lame on this album. I'm spilling the tea.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yep. Bet. So just to wrap it up with the last song, Can't Sleep.
Yeah, man.
Never gonna quit. Trust hard times.
Man, sometimes we lay down we plan to go to bed at midnight, and we might fall asleep at 4, because we thinking about all the problems and all the struggles we going through, like, and you don't want to go back to the old you. Maybe you might have been doing some shit back in the day to get ahead faster than how you was moving. So I keep telling these niggas they don't know me. They gonna fuck around and turn me to the old me. I keep putting in work in that OT. If you know the route to the bag, then show me. That's some real, I wake up in the nighttime thinking about my hard times. Yeah, I do that all the time. I do that all day. So that song is from a real place.
And this is basically just quickly my rundown as far as truth, self-esteem, and don't quit. That's really all that you need, because the best foundation to stand from is truth.
Yeah.
And that if you are true with yourself, you're gonna have self-esteem. That if you're a little bit overweight, or you're not taking care of yourself, that's something that you can change, but you first have to recognize it.
You have to recognize it.
Yeah.
Don't get miserable about it and then take it out on somebody else. Get miserable about it and take that shit out on a diet or a gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we were just talking about, soda, and fast food, and just that whole industry is just sick.
They making money too.
Yeah. Well, and they'll be making even more soon too with autonomy and that shit taking over. But that's a whole another story for another day.
Yeah, that's another story.
But So you talked about Dane. You talked about your mom being a big part of the album as well. Not smoking and drinking. Embracing the struggle and not running from it. You talked about your three fans and that video that you put out. Like, what was the whole process of making that video? Because that was very well produced.
This was about everybody.
Yeah.
Can't nobody make me love myself. You gotta love you before someone else. So at the end of the day, it's that is another reason what inspired me to do this album, You Versus the World. I just wanted to leave that song separate, but you gotta love yourself before you try to love somebody else. Because at the end of the day, society is, man, we already know. They put shit in front of you to keep your self-esteem low so they can keep you where they want to keep you, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But people feed into that shit. Now, you don't know why you like yourself, and if you don't, people don't like what they don't know. So when they see Yalee and TP confident in how they move with the camera, how he move on the mic, oh, that motherfucker cocky. No, he not cocky. He's confident. I put in
prepared.
I put in mad work in practice to get to where I'm at, how I move. So you haven't put in that practice and type of work. That's why you probably not as good as me as far as versatility or whatnot, or delivery or wordplay. Don't hate me for it. Shit.
Yeah, get it yourself, or how about this? Like, be a supporting role, because I think that's another issue, in today's society, is that everybody wants to be their own boss, but they don't have the bag for it, or they don't have the brain cells.
They don't have the self-esteem for it, because you're supposed to. I feel like your dream is supposed to feel like 3 times during, like, what do you want to become? Like, I feel like at least 3 times in that process before you become it, it's supposed to die. Like, it's supposed to feel like it ain't gonna happen. And I feel like real rap, because that's just God or the gods or whatever you believe in, testing you to see if you ready. If are you gonna give up? Oh, if you just gonna give up, then fuck it. I'm gonna go over here and give it to them then, because they keep knocking on doors. You only knocked on 50 doors and almost made it. They on their 200th door, and they only moved an inch, and I'm over here. That's me over here on that 200 door. I ain't gonna hold you. People always ask me how you at Michael Jordan house, how you at the Emmys. I just take every opportunity. And I'm always nice to people and respect, because you never know who gonna be who tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, we all stars. Some just shine brighter than others at the moment. That's what people keep feeling and realize. You keep worrying about why they shining. If they shining, throw some light on they bulb so they can, whatever you can contribute to have them shine even more, And then when you shine, they supposed to do the same for you. But that ain't what we taught. So your dream's supposed to die at least 3 times before you become what you become. And then a dude not too long ago in the gym, I play basketball, I don't even work out, but he said, how do you know how do you know when you're about to make it big? And he's a professor. He said he asked this question 700 times and nobody ever got it right. It gave me goosebumps when I got it right. He said, how do you know when you about to make it for real? I told him, I said, shit, when other people having a dream about me making it. And he said, I swear to God, he said, you motherfucker. I said, what? He said, I asked that question over 700 times for the last 10 years and nobody ever answered it the right way. He said, you know when you're about to make it when the people around you are having the same damn dream that you having. And that's weird. But I knew that because I always get phone calls of people telling me that they dreams. Like, I saw you on the Emmy Awards, not the music awards stage. Like, my one boss because when I used to have a job, he goes, I was watching the awards last night. Guess who I saw up there? And I'm like, Jamie Foxx, the usher. He was like, no, you. And I was like, damn. So I got off the phone with him. Next day, I went to go get my hair cut. My barber, he was cutting my hair. He's like, man, you see the awards last night? I'm like, nah. He's like, man, guess who's supposed to be up there? Guess who was supposed to be up there? And I was like, who? He said, you. And I tried to tell him the story that my boss told him, but he didn't. Like, people don't really believe, like, man, like, he ain't nobody. Your boss ain't tell you what I just said. So, and then that's when the man asked me the question a week later, because that fucked my head up for a week.
Yeah, it's probably fucking everybody's head up.
Yeah, so.
That's a good place. Now, where can people find you?
Man, just hit up you, TP, and you. Nah, fucking with you. They can find me on Instagram at Yalee, Yalee. Then I hopped on that new platform because all my fans are telling me to get TikTok, so I had to hop on that. So that's about to be another big platform. That's about to be the new Instagram. I could already tell. So I'm on TikTok now at Yalee, Twitter at Yalee. That's Yalee, and I'll be on Snapchat at Yalee World, but I really don't be on my Snap like that.
But all right, well, DJs, stay tuned for the listening party. It's gonna be a heater.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, big moves only, man. Thanks
get
for coming out to the compound for sure.
Love, I can do this. I can close it out.
Yeah, you can.
So when I do it, tell me when.
Mach was Wilst.
We out.
There you go. A little German for you. Wrap her up.
Now that was smooth. It was organic.
Yeah.